You guys, these opal pendants are magic. They were so fun to make. If you love watching my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. We're gonna have so many fun things. I promise, it's gonna be a fun journey. So you guys, I just finished up these opal pendants, and I have to tell you, one of the coolest things in the world for me right now is that I get to do what I love every day. And we all have different things that inspire us. We all have different things that move us, that we love. Opals is one of those things for me. They're just magical, especially Ethiopian opals. When I set them, oh my gosh, it scares the crap out of me because they're so fragile. And yet it's a challenge that I love. And I just finished these up and I want to share them with you. So watch my journey in making them. Okay, first I am measuring the gallery wire or the bezel wire that goes around each of the opals, making sure to be as exact as possible because again, the opals are really fragile. They can break pretty easily and it always breaks my heart if that happens. After that, I'm soldering the bezel wire together just to make sure. I always measure twice, cut once, so that I'm not wasting anything. You never know, though. You guys, I want to talk for a second about this. I'm working on these opal pendants, and you know how the first time you do something kind of affects the subsequent times that you do things. I remember the first time I set an opal, and I still have the opal. They're so soft, they're so magical, and they're so beautiful, and the light play, the color play in them is so amazing, but they're fragile. And when I'm getting ready to do some, I am so careful. I treat them like a brand newborn baby. I'm so careful when I touch them because I love them so much, but boy, they are fragile. And I know that you have to get past that fear. So it's not even a fear that I have. I guess it's just a healthy respect. So here's to hoping that these babies make it. Now I'm soldering the bezels to the back plate for each of these pendants. I always work underneath first to get the back plate hot. And then once the solder's flowing, I'll come up to the top and make sure. Now here I'm taking a little embellishment that's going around the bezel just to make it a little more fancy, give it something that makes it not so plain. And I use a gallery wire on this one. These scissors are magic. If you ever want to know what they are, reach out, send me a message, and I'll tell you about some of the things I use. And there I'm using my flux just to make sure my solder flows really well. Lots of long process. You don't realize how long things take behind the scenes. Man, if they only went as fast as what they do there. And then once everything's soldered and I don't have any gaps, come in and saw all the way around the bezel on the back plate, depending on how thick of a border I want. I can go from there. And sawing takes so much practice. Oh my gosh, practice makes perfect. I used to hated sawing. So I forced myself to do lots of things so that I could become really good and efficient at it. Still hard, still break, lots of saw blades, especially if I'm in a hurry. They're tiny little blades, but it's you can do so many cool things with your saw to add to and make cool patterns, cut out back plates, open back plates. And now I'm coming in with a little, it's a little silicone disc that helps to sand and smooth the edges. Watch as this comes together. Now I've got my little bench polisher going, and I've got everything put together kind of the way I want. I use my little discs, bristle discs, and yeah. Now for the scary part, setting the bezel. And again, I modified a toothbrush because it's a little bit more gentle than my metal pushers, my bezel pushers, and I love using it with opals. It makes it a little less scary, a little more easy to do because it's gentle. It won't mar the opal, less breakage when you do it this way. Sometimes, okay, all the times when I'm polishing, this is what my hands look like. This is not glorious. What's worse is that this ends up on my face. And voila, freak, look at those. They're so stinking awesome. Again, if you like what I'm doing, please follow me, subscribe to my channel, like my posts, ask me any questions. Happy to answer them for you.